Today is finally the day that we are going to create a raised bed over here and turn this piece of land into a vegetable garden. We've been talking about making a vegetable garden over here with raised beds since, well, basically since the moment we bought the land. Here we want to create a vegetable garden. I always wanted a vegetable garden, even when we were living back in Holland. So by the time we decided to move to here, one of my priorities was to have an own vegetable garden. But you probably recognize the fact that there's always something else that needs to be done first, or the priority shifts or whatever. So yeah, that's also with us. I want to create it over here, as you know. But with the move to Portugal, there was always something else to do. But this week we finally get to start with our vegetable garden. And during the heavy rains, we've learned that this part of our land can be very wet. So that's also one of the reasons we want to start with raised beds. And we still need to prune some trees. So we've made a little storage for the wood. But well, not everything went according to plan, of course. But in the end, we were very happy with the result. If everything goes well, this will be the place where we have the raised bed, where we can place some vegetables. And over there, we will have some bushes. Well, the beginning of some bushes. Today's the day that we start creating the vegetable garden, because, well, what's a homestead without a vegetable garden? So first we're going to plant some bushes, and later this week we'll assemble the raised beds. Because we have the solar panels over there, I really want to create some sort of a bush or a green wall. So we're going to plant some bushes over here on the edge of the next terrace, so that the solar panels aren't that much inside. And the reason why I wanted these fruits is because my grandfather always had them in his vegetable garden. So I thought it was a nice touch to have it on our own homestead. So the plan is to create one bush with different fruits. So by the time it's giving fruits, we can just walk from the vegetable garden up to the bushes and pick the fruits that are ready to pick. So I dug the holes, but I forgot to get a bucket, so I'll get some buckets and fill them up with water so I can put the plants into the ground. So we've planted all 6 of them. Here we have the currant. This is the raspberry. Then we have the blueberry. Over there we have another blueberry. This one is also a berry, but more pink one. And this one over here is the blackberry. Back in Holland, when I bought my wife some flowers, she always said, well, it's nice of you, but you just pay money for something that stands for a week and then you throw it away because it dies. So yeah, don't buy me flowers anymore. So therefore, now we're in Portugal, I thought, well, you know what? I'll buy you roses that we can plant inside the garden. And another tree we're going to plant around the vegetable garden is this caviar orange. I have no idea how it tastes, but as you can see, it has a caviar kind of structure. So I'm very curious, because the idea is to have a line of trees that can provide some shade for the vegetable garden. And over there we have the tomato tree. Let's hope it will come back. And over here we will plant the caviar kind of orange tree. So today is finally the day I'm going to place the raised beds. I've been talking about it for weeks, maybe even months. So yeah, very excited day. Finally we start the raised beds. Finally we start our vegetable garden. Yeah, very happy with that. So the way we're going to fill up the raised bed is by the hugel culture. And that's basically that you put in some big branches on the bottom of the raised bed, so they digest slowly and they give nutrition slowly, and they also work like a sponge. So during the dry summer the raised bed will still have some moisture in it, and on top of the branches you put some cardboard and then you put on the soil. So one of the things I realized is that we have these piles of hay laying around, well, since we bought the land. So I think underneath these dry layers of hay we should have some nice usable compost. So that's what I'm going to put in the wheelbarrow and take it to the place where we're going to install the raised bed. Today I'm going to create a little wood storage. I already made some preparations. It's going to be on 3 blocks, and we've quartered the pallets into half. As you can see over there, we have another pallet cut into half, but I want another pallet on top of it, so I need to cut one more, and then I'm going to build the wood storage. So the idea is to get this one off, and then we cut this one, and that one over here. So we have 2 equal parts. Put it on the side, put those pallets on top of it. while we were pruning, we noticed that the chainsaw comes in very handy. And as you might remember from previous video, we already have one on an extension pole, but we also thought that this one would be handy. So that's why I'm going to assemble it today. And last time we couldn't start immediately because I forgot to buy some chainsaw oil, but now we had it from the previous time, so I can start immediately. Looking forward to it. And the first two pieces I'm going to saw with the new chainsaw are these. They are laying around next to the house since we got it. So yeah, I'm going to take it to the fire pit so I have something to put them on, cut them into pieces and put them in our new wood storage. Hey puppy. So from that one trunk we have a nice wheelbarrow full of wood, and now we're going to let it dry in our newly built wood storage. So we need a little more bags of soil, but unfortunately I don't have enough now. So this is for this week. We started with the vegetable garden, and next week we will continue filling the raised bed, and we will also plant some seeds and maybe some plants. So if you have any suggestions what to plant, please let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe the video, of course. See you next time. Bye.